Tune in to Basement Talk. I'm your host, Riz the King.
This is G-Ray coming out of St. Louis.
Your man Riz the King with a few folks here.
G-Man, what's up?
Fresh T Loco, truth teller.
I'm lying and shit.
You can't trust them. You can't.
Well, I'm Riz the King, the truth teller as well.
OAB.
The most talented people that I have ever seen play quarterback, look at a defense, dissect the defense with their arm and with their mind. To me, is Warren Moon, Dan Marino, and Tom Brady.
I would be trying to look at this as if I was starting a team, who would be the three quarterbacks that I would be starting my team with, basically.
I feel you. I have to give Tom Brady. I
best.
have to put him in there because he's a great mix of everything. Now, does he have the most talent? No, but he mixes everything together, and I just respect the hell out of what he's done.
The thing that Tom Brady's going to be able to end his career, and I would love to see what Tom Brady is 1 year without Belichick, because he got put into a system with a
Well,
genius.
he's gonna be the coach.
And I would just love to see what's going to be, because a lot of that just matters on system, where you are and who you're with. Like I could say that Peyton Manning was the brightest mind. Peyton Manning was the brightest mind on every team that he was on.
Do you think Belichick runs the offense?
He don't run the office, does.
I don't think he runs the offense, but I think Belichick is great at scheming. Regardless of what's going on, I think Belichick is good at scheming.
That's great at scheming and cheating.
Because the thing is this, though. Aaron Rodgers is my number one. Now I have some vague memories of like Dan Marino and Steve, like Steve Young, but I've never seen anybody do the things that Aaron Rodgers can do with a ball.
No doubt.
Like
no doubt.
feet set, not feet set. I mean, it's incredible. The passes that I've seen him complete, and with people on the run with a defender in front of him. There was a game with the Hail Mary. The one that they always show, the one he threw in the end zone.
Yeah.
But literally right before that play,
he hit on one on the sideline.
He hit like a 40-yarder.
This way.
Yeah, it was two basic Hail Marys in a row. So Aaron Rodgers is undoubtedly my number one. I'm going to have to go Peyton Manning as my number two, just because I've never seen anybody dissect the defense the way he has.
Yeah.
I used to be a huge Tampa Bay fan. And when it really clicked for me was when they were down 28 points in the fourth quarter. Well, I'm a Florida State fan, so I like Warrick Dunn. So I used to root for Tampa Bay because Warrick Dunn went to Tampa Bay. They were down 28 points in the fourth quarter. He carved them boys up for 31 points in the fourth quarter to win the game. Yeah, and I was
Aaron Rodgers could be the most talented quarterback
and I was like,
ever play.
That's crazy. And then my number three is, and this is just my number three is gonna be just my number three is gonna be Michael Vick. Michael Vick. And this is complete bias. This is just for complete wow and shock factor and complete bias. Just the things that I saw him do on the field. He changed the game. Those other guys were good, but he literally changed the game of football. Had he never
changed the game of football on Madden?
He took the boys to the championship game. He was
no accuracy.
No accuracy.
He was the championship game with no accuracy.
I just used to hate everybody picking Michael Vick on the 04 Madden.
And even that year when he went to the Eagles and they had that dream team, and that Madden came out. People literally would get him run all the way far back in the field and just throw the ball 90 yards down
Everybody
the field
was open
to Deshaun Jackson, and they would score every time.
Vic had one of the best commercials ever. That Vic
Experience.
Yeah, that was
Michael
super
Vick
dope,
Experience.
man.
Yeah, no doubt. Who's more talented, like just pure talent, Vic or Rodgers?
It's Rodgers.
Yeah, he said Rodgers.
It's Rodgers. Got to be, because Rodgers can move. But Rodgers moves to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And Vic could put that ball on the rope, but you had to be exactly where the rope was going.
Y'all remember
be standing right here.
Do y'all remember another Vic commercial from the early days? Do you remember the Vic commercial where it was like some homemade video footage? And he set up and he threw the ball in the stands. The thing with your boys, is that real?
Yeah. That was real. Right.
He just throw the ball up to the upper echelon of the stadium.
I mean, Vic's highlight reel is some of the most incredible footage you've ever seen in your life.
It was a run he did in overtime against Minnesota.
Yeah, to win the game.
It was like 50 yards.
To win the game.
Juking everybody. At the very end, two dudes was coming. They couldn't get it, and they collided.
Robert Thomas. Yeah.
So So no, Michael Vick got some plays, man. Yeah. But
yeah.
Mark?
There's a lot of people that can pass.
Oh wait,
A lot of people that
Lee?
can pass
Who
better
got?
than him.
My number one, Peyton Manning. Gotta be Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning changed the game all the way. Like the way that you look at defenses right now is because of Peyton Manning. That's like 3-second defense with Shaq. Peyton Manning is that guy for the quarterback spot.
He definitely coined the changing the play at the line, like that second defense at the line. That all came about.
The reading at the line became.
He comes up to the line with 4 plays.
Yeah.
2 pass plays, 2 running plays.
Yeah, he would
That's
decide.
ridiculous.
They changed the league because now the league is all that.
And hot routes.
Right.
Yeah, hot routes off of it.
So that's ridiculous. Like I ain't never heard
That's
that like
his
that
thing.
before in life.
Yeah.
And for you to come up there every play and you throwing the ball with you got 60 offensive plays every 16 games a season, that's crazy, right? So that's just complete autonomy control.
Yeah,
That's just ridiculous,
he's
right?
the greatest mind.
Can't, that's number 1 automatically, just for that reason alone. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Joe Montana. Y'all not talking about this JoJo guy, man. I don't know why y'all acting like JoJo don't throw this ball all over the
Wait,
place.
y'all didn't get to my list. Go ahead.
Okay, right. Now, Joe Montana.
I was hoping I was
Y'all
going to
don't
say
want to give Joe no credit out
I was
here,
hoping I was the
dog.
only one.
Now, let me jump in there real quick with you. Much like Tom Brady, so I can't fault you because I threw Tom Brady in my top 3.
Yeah.
But I think Tom Brady and old JoJo you talking about are very much the same, except JoJo is more system orientated.
No.
If Joe is drafted by the New York Giants, is he still Joe Montana?
Possibly because when he went to Kansas City, he still took them to the AFC Championship.
Not with the same offense.
I know it.
Not with the same.
A credit to Joe.
They were a running team.
A credit to Joe.
How?
Because
he was able to pass
regardless of the offense, he can take you to a championship game.
When they won
Joe
the Super Bowl,
Montana's the game that he's talking about where they went to the playoffs, that was in 90 or 91.
They won 94.
No,
Dallas won in
he's talking about
94.
Kansas City.
So yeah, so what I like about Joe Montana was he's the first, I wouldn't say the first quarterback, but he threw the ball all over the field. It don't matter who it was, you're going to get that ball from Joe.
Accuracy, too.
Yeah, and it'd be a flat route to a go route to a slant.
Yeah.
Everything you want, right?
Right.
So my third person is going to be Drew Brees. It's going to be Drew Brees because Drew Brees is 5'9". He's the most accurate out here. He throw the ball all over the field. The offense of every Saints team that he was on was Drew Brees' offense. You go where he takes you.
Now, you sure that's not some recency bias because of the accolades that he and all the records that he just broke?
I had to get slapped in the face to realize how great it was.
Yeah.
Me too. I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I agree,
you don't think about it, but
You
when
don't
look
think
at
about it.
I don't recall him throwing no bad passes. Only time he throw the ball to somebody's
He is
feet.
5'11".
The only time he throw the ball to
That
somebody's
matters.
feet is
Right,
if
that matters.
it was a screen pass and this cat was about to get tackled. So I'm just throwing the ball away. He don't throw the ball. Nobody
And like you said about Peyton, his mental game is so strong.
Man,
They say
I
in
love
practice he run even when he running through the walkthrough of the play and he runs the play and he throws the ball, he still will look at all of his other options. In the same play, the ball is gone. The receiver's caught it. He still goes through each and every option.
I didn't know
on the
that.
route. I'm like,
He
man, they
double
said that-
checking, right?
They said that in the broadcast last night.
Okay.
It's like every practice he go through all the options whether the play is over or not
Wow.
in practice. I'm like, man, he trying to make sure that he knows where every guy is going to be at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last thing I want to say about Drew Brees is the Saints were nothing before he got there. I mean,
Yeah, they
literally
definitely
nothing.
Yeah.
So they were the Browns.
It was Aaron Brooks.
of
They were
right now.
nothing.
They were trash
So I'm
all the way.
saying, Aaron Brooks is
right.
terrible.
So for them to get a
They
Super Bowl,
did have Aaron Brooks.
Yeah, Aaron
Brooks
Brooks.
took it to the playoffs, though.
He did get it for the Rams, but I'm saying he was still terrible.
so yeah. So just to get a Super Bowl for a team that would never gonna have.
That's probably his most impressive thing to me. He changed their whole franchise. He chose to go. He didn't get traded there.
I mean, they was destined
He
with that
chose
Paperback
to
boys.
sign
They used to have a
with
whole audience of
Yeah, because he could have went
paperbacks.
to Miami.
on the
right. Miami, it was coming out of Miami.
And that's your boy Saban. Got him out of there because he took Dante Culpepper.
But it wasn't Saban's fault. The organization and the doctors said, do not.
Yeah, I know. They said it wasn't going to be healthy.
Anybody with a
Yeah,
shoulder that's
shoulder.
torn up and reconstructed.
And it was his right shoulder, too.
Right, is not willing.
I understand all that, but
Dante,
Dante Culpepper, though.
but can you really fault an organization? Give a quarterback $60-70 million, and by the way, his shoulder is Kleenex in the middle of that bone.
I can't fault you. But you know, history never remembers the
Who you got,
details.
Raf?
First off, I'm going to start off by, before I name my top 3, I'm going to knock down all y'all number ones, okay? So I'm going to start off. Your number 1 was...
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino could never win. For some reason, he would throw the interception at the wrong time,
Never had a
lose
run-
the game.
Never had a running game.
He never played with enough.
He never had a
talent.
running game.
That's
Never
fine.
had a running back.
Hey, that's fine.
And you don't know 3
He
wide
never won
receivers
the
he played
game.
with.
He had Duper, Yeah, Clayton.
What's their first names?
Mark. What was name Mark?
And what's the third?
I don't know third.
All right. Okay.
Hey, I had two.
You got Dupree Clayton.
Yeah.
Dupree Clayton
I had
played with
two.
him for 3 years.
I know.
Dan Marino.
I'm just saying.
So the mother 18 years.
Whatever the reason is, he never found a way.
And I'm sure if I grew up in that
Aaron
era, I would know.
Rodgers.
Aaron
It was
Rodgers.
the 80s. We 80s, children of the 80s, right? All y'all born in the 80s, right?
I was born in '84, so I didn't even start thinking right.
I mean, I was 81. I mean, I was 9.
I mean,
It was hard to catch
I'm
us.
more of a historian of the game. I look at old stuff and I look at numbers.
I knew two
But my thing is with Marino, you can knock him, but Marino never played with talent like what we seeing out here.
Okay, I'm gonna get to that.
He didn't have a Edgerrin James or Marvin Harrison or
I'm gonna get to that.
what's the type?
Aaron Rodgers. Let me knock down Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers can't be number one because if you watch Aaron Rodgers makes a lot of bad passes.
Meaning,
Okay, this dude about to run that slant. I'm gonna stare you down, and then for some reason the ball hits your feet.
Cockiness.
That happens a lot. I say that a lot with Aaron Rodgers. I say a lot happened at the wrong times. So I think Aaron Rodgers is super talented. The arm is crazy, but like you said, maybe it's cockiness, maybe it's something else. But
Yeah, man.
he's forcing
He
a lot
doesn't
of
make this
throws.
throw he can't make.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he'll throw it. Yeah,
And that's what happens when you have the greatest ability in the world.
I'm not saying he's still great, but that's why he can't be number one. Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was the king of messing up in the fourth quarter. Yeah, he was. Peyton Manning, you can always count on
That's
him.
how
In the Super Bowl.
That's how New England used to get him.
New
In the
England,
playoffs.
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs,
Peyton
yeah.
Manning would always lose in the
He threw
playoffs.
the ball to
I think he won like the last 5 or the last 7 times against the Patriots, something like that.
You know what his record is against the Patriots?
Yeah.
You know what his record is against the Patriots,
So he's
though.
below
It's like
500
5 and
against the
11.
Patriots. I've seen
Terrible.
him lose games in the playoffs.
Yeah, his
that he
playoff
felt like
record
he
is
should have
awful.
won. Playoff record's not that good. Now, he got 2 Super Bowl runs. He
Peyton Manning is that good.
Hey, in the Chicago game, he won. I mean, they won, but it wasn't because of him. They had Rex Grossman was terrible, threw interceptions to the house.
Yeah, that was.
Peyton Manning didn't have no great game, and the second
I
one,
remember that. That was an awful Super Bowl to watch.
It's terrible.
I remember about
Peyton Manning and the Colts is
Peyton-
not who you
And
want.
they didn't
Peyton
have.
Manning sucked.
Did they go through? They said
Seattle Super Bowl.
The Peyton Manning in Seattle.
And then
Peyton Manning was terrible.
Wait,
in
hold
Seattle.
on. But you can't just blame that Peyton. That whole team got pumped.
He threw
whole
over
team got
55 touchdowns that year.
Yeah.
Why
Because
can't I blame
nobody
him?
thought Seattle
Go back
was
and
going
watch
to
the
win.
game. Nobody
Nobody thought Seattle was
Nobody
gonna
thought
win.
Seattle was going to win.
That's fine. Go back and watch that game. Nobody
I
won no
know.
smoke.
I
Darius
know.
Thomas didn't finish a route. Demarius Thomas, he stopped halfway through every route that he
But we
supposed
gonna
to
give
run.
him the credit
Hey.
of 4 plays at the line.
Yeah, I got to give him the credit.
But in that same season, he beat them in the fourth quarter
In Seattle?
in Seattle.
Yeah.
Right, so Seattle knew the book on them when they played them getting the Super
That's
Bowl.
fine.
But shouldn't you know the book on them too?
Hey, right.
Shouldn't you know the book on them too?
This-
They ran the cover 3 80% of the time.
This is the
Tell me
king
someone
of the
you
man
can
that know how to read the offense.
That defense
read
is good.
defense. No, the defense was
That was better.
It was a blowout.
That sounds like a whole lot of excuses.
Yeah, it was a big blowout. Wait a minute. And I ain't done with Peyton yet.
It was a blow in the first half.
I ain't done
I'm
with
just
Peyton
saying.
yet. In the Super Bowl that they won, their last Super Bowl they won against Carolina.
He was terrible.
He was terrible.
But he ain't got off the HGH by then.
Yeah, his neck started hurting or something.
No, he stopped when that story came out. He had to get off the HGH. He knew he was always going to get off his last year.
There is a little bit to that. Most of his
I'm just
career
saying.
in the clutch,
He
was more a paper champion. In the regular season, he was a guy.
And then we already said the Saints game through interception on the last drive to the house. Now Reggie Wayne fell a little bit, but it was still
In the
Peyton Manning's
biggest
fault.
of big games, he didn't
I
always
seen him fold.
So now,
Okay.
so now,
and we all
Right.
get a chance. How do you know why I didn't shot y'all 3 down?
Yeah, okay, what's up? Who
Put
you
my
got?
3 up here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go number 1, Joe Montana. I hate that you said it before I did, but I gotta stay with what I was gonna say. Joe Montana number 1. You get in that fourth quarter, Joe Montana. 2 minutes left. You felt like you're gonna win that game every single time. In the Super Bowl, in the playoff, it didn't matter. Because Joe
He
Montana,
got 4 of them.
he got 4 of them.
He got 4.
Huh?
4.
Oh,
he got 4 straight, 4 straight,
Yeah.
4 for 4.
Yeah. He got 4. This like
Yeah.
against Cincinnati was supposed to win that Super Bowl, and all of a sudden they got the ball back.
March.
That boy, John Taylor. It wasn't even Jerry Rice catching a touchdown. John Taylor. It didn't matter. So that's why I got Joe Montana for the clutch factor. Okay. Number 2.
Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
Do you not agree that some of that is system related? The situation that he through in no fault of his own.
No.
He can't control the 49ers draft.
No. I mean, he went to the 49ers. Bill Walsh started off with that West Coast offense. Wasn't nobody necessarily ready for it yet. But he was in that same system for 10 years and got 4 Super Bowls.
It's something to be
He
said
was in there for a long time. Where
It's-
somebody should have caught up by now.
You know who's widely considered the greatest player in NFL history?
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
Yeah, I'm not
It's something to be
Rice.
said for Roger Craig.
Somebody throw the ball
It's something to be
Yeah.
said for Dwight Clark.
They all
It's something to
good.
be said for.
They all good. You got Ronnie Lott. They had
Ronnie Lott.
They team was stacked. Oh, they had Charles. They tried Charles Haley for a second.
So I'm gonna come to you like I came to OAB.
Yeah.
If Joe Montana gets drafted by the Cleveland Browns, is he still Joe Montana?
Probably not.
Okay. There we go.
I'm about to say,
I-
who gets drafted?
Nobody gets drafted by Cleveland Browns.
It's going to be who they supposed to be.
Exactly. Cleveland was terrible.
Nobody.
by the
Nobody.
by the New York Giants.
Which New York Giants? The one that Phil Simms won?
I'm about to say, because remember that Phil Sims
Yeah.
wasn't really
Does he have
much of
4?
anything.
Does he have 4?
No, they lost. He don't have any.
No.
No, they have one. He has one. He has one. He has one.
No, Giants came up there and they whooped San
Yeah.
Fran one game to get the Super Bowl. And they weren't supposed to beat San Fran.
San Diego.
Yeah. Well, that was.
No. The Giants beat San
No,
Fran.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm giving you franchise. I'm just throwing franchise.
Oh,
Joe
sorry.
Montana goes to San Diego. Does he win 4 Super Bowls?
That was also.
Well, with Dan Fouts when they were throwing all them touchdowns?
Dan Fouts has 0 Super Bowls.
I know what I'm saying. I think Joe Montana's better than Dan Fouts. So if Dan Fouts put them stats up, Joe Montana could have too. And I think he probably more clutch. I don't even know Dan Fouts all the way. I know he had a lot of stats.
I don't know.
up.
Their defense would have still been San Diego Chargers.
It's
A lot of it
it's the type
does
of defense.
depend on system and where you go.
System helps, but that don't change that fourth. That last drive is your last
No,
drive.
no, and
That clutch
I don't want
factor
to. Hey, I'm not trying to come across like Joe Montana ain't that guy.
But that's
I'm
why-
just saying, players. To me, I try to look at: are you gonna be who you are? Like for me, my argument. To me, Randy Moss is Randy Moss no matter where you put him. He Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders no matter where you put him. Peyton Manning is Peyton Manning no matter where you put him. Certain other guys, I'm like, if he doesn't have that great system, I hate to say it, I don't think Jerry Rice is Jerry Rice no matter where.
Is Dan Marino at the Browns?
Yes.
With
Dan Marino was
Ah, man, Dan
Marino had
was.
a-
Dan Marino
with the
was a
Browns.
sling in the
Yes.
field, bro. It didn't
Dan
matter who was
Marino-
on his team.
Dan Marino didn't have no talent, period.
All right. Well, let me hold up.
He never had a running back.
Let me get my.
Oh, that's right.
my top three.
Oh, that's right.
I shot y'all down. Let me get
Yeah.
back my top 3. Okay. So my number 2, I got John Elway.
No.
You talking about whoa. You talking about somebody who didn't have no talent? What? He played with Denver.
No, he's right. He's right about
with
that.
Denver.
He's right about that.
He was
He's
going
right
to the
about
Super Bowl with Denver Broncos when they had nothing.
And he was by himself.
and he was
the man.
killing cats.
Hold on.
And John Elway one of the clutchest quarterbacks out there.
Hold
as
on.
well.
They didn't win until they got Terrell Davis.
When are you giving credit for John Elway for?
John Elway for going to the Super Bowl a lot.
By carrying
with
the franchise.
a team, and then when he got a
Yeah,
team,
Terrell Davis
he won
did that
2
one.
back-to-back and walked out.
Yeah.
He
Super
Denver,
Bowl bye.
Dan Elway, John Elway did carry that
And
franchise.
people
to
forget
several
about John
Super Bowls.
Elway. You know what I'm saying? He might not have all the glorified. I got all the touchdowns.
How many
He
did he
got
go
Super Bowl. Huh?
When did he win the Super Bowl?
97,
98.
With
But he-
Terrell Davis. With Terrell Davis, yeah.
With Terrell
But he
Davis.
went to Super Bowl 5 times.
He went to the
before
one.
that.
Was that not Terrell
Maybe
Davis'
not
rookie
5.
season?
Like maybe
It
not
was
3 or 4.
4 or 5. It was 4 or 5. Because he went to the one where the black quarterback first won it. The guy from Redskins.
Redskins killed him.
Doug Williams.
Yeah,
Doug
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah.
That was the Denver Broncos that he was killing.
Yeah.
John Elway was carrying their franchise. to Super
Carrying
Bowls.
them.
And they wasn't winning nothing.
Been to plenty of Super Bowls with nothing, and figured out a way to finally get them
Now,
last 2 at the end.
that's a guy I can't tell you what in them early years before Terrell
Nah, I don't
Davis,
know
before
much about
Shannon
them
Sharp.
early years.
No.
I don't know no offensive player
I can't think
that
of
John
nobody.
Elway.
That
had.
was Chico, our brother, favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite
I
quarterback.
can't tell. He was
Yeah.
amazing. He was a bad
and,
boy.
and I can't think of none of his people. I know when he got to Denver and they got good, he ended up getting Ed
Terrell-
Caffrey, Ryan Smith, Shannon Sharp,
Terrell
and
Davis.
again Terrell Davis. So his team got stacked, but guess what? He got a stacked team. He got 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
you,
And Terrell
when
Davis
you
was
gave
a
him a
rookie?
stacked team, he figured it out.
Was he a rookie? That first
He
year,
wasn't really the first
second
year. He
year?
might have been like the second. I think
They was
It was
good
early.
team.
It was early in his
Yeah.
career, really early.
95 was Terrell Davis' rookie year.
That's
He
what
was
I'm saying.
good.
So, yeah, he was short.
And then they went to the
Yeah,
playoffs
man.
the next year in 96, but Jacksonville beat them in the playoffs. 97 they won. So by Terrell Davis' third year, they were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He was the
yeah.
Super Bowl MVP.
yeah. And then I hate to do
I remember
this.
Jacksonville, Carolina came in the league on
I
fire.
hate to do this, but I
better
can't.
say Troy Aikman.
But I can't.
Troy, are you?
That was all about the
serious
ring.
about saying Troy?
I was about to say, I can't even say, I was about to say Terry Bradshaw. No, I wouldn't. Terry Bradshaw is terrible. No, I hate to say this, but I got to give it to Tom Brady. Tom Brady rounds out my top 3.
Tom Brady.
Super Bowl wins. I seen him every Super Bowl besides this last one. I seen him do the fourth quarter comeback. Like, he would score and had the lead, and if it was enough time, the other team may come back and take the lead, but I seen him get there every single time.
Hey, they had no business beating the Falcons.
Two.
Nuh-uh. That's not true.
And he didn't do it against the Giants both times. He had the ball.
The Giants the second time, well, Welker dropped the ball.
He had the ball both times.
Yeah.
And Randy Moss could have
did.
possibly caught that.
And
deep
Randy
ball,
Moss
too.
could have caught on that first game. Cause I think it was a
That's
field goal.
debatable, yeah.
Yeah, the ball hit him in the hand on Randy Moss.
Yeah.
But the thing
Yeah, I love
about
Randy
that,
Moss.
but the thing about Tom Brady is that first Super Bowl, he shouldn't have got that first Super
No.
Bowl. That was intentional grounding.
That's why I said I hate to give
And
it
he
to
had
him.
the tuck rule.
Five
That's
they
why I
shouldn't
said I
even been
hate
there
to give
because
it
of the
to
tuck
him.
rule.
There's
They
a
shouldn't
lot
even
of-
been there.
That's why I said I hate to
There's a lot of
They got
questionable-
Spygate, they got Deflategate.
He had 137 yards in Super Bowl.
But once I get rid of all that, I actually watched the game. I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't like Tom Brady at first. After 0-1, when we got cheated, I hated the Patriots so bad.
So even if we take away the tuck rule, we say he got 4 championships, right?
Yeah, it's still
Then
four.
we take away Deflategate. He still got 3 championships.
Well, no, that wasn't in the Super Bowl.
No, the Flake game.
The Deflategate happened in the AFC
they got
Championship
exposed.
against the
Yeah, they
Colts.
No,
lost.
what I mean is the videotape.
So Spygate was the same
So
one.
Spygate. So if we take away Spygate and let's say we take away the tuck rule game, he
No.
still got
They
3
said that's the same year.
No, that's the same year.
No, Spygate.
No, Spygate was against us, and Tuck Rule was what got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Tuck rule was against the Raiders.
Against the Raiders.
The same year.
That's what
Spygate.
So that's 2
Super Bowl.
separate years,
That's
right?
the same year.
Oh, it's the same
year.
year. Okay.
Yeah, them boys just corrupt.
So that's so that takes my point is that takes 1 championship off. Even if you want to say take off another championship, he still got 3. That's 3 times more than Breeze.
So
Yeah, and, but
the
even,
thing
even
is-
with his 4 though, even with his 4 or his 5, whatever you gotta say, they interject every different receiver you can think of,
And
it don't matter.
and he figures it out a way to win. And
it don't matter in the offense.
But you say it don't matter in the offense, but I've seen
So
him still
what I
hit
got-
guys accurately a lot.
What is the value of a
don't
coach though?
I think it's
hell
huge.
no.
Because if you had an
I
argument,
think
like
Oakland's great.
Belichick is going to
80-20.
retire as the greatest coach of all time, right?
Yeah.
He's been with Tom Brady his entire career. Does that not
That's
account
not true.
for a certain percentage?
Belichick was in Cleveland at first and did nothing.
That's not
Right,
true.
but he's been with Tom Brady his entire career though.
When
That's not true.
Tom Brady's had a career.
Cleveland
Right.
was starting to turn everything
No, they
around.
wasn't.
Yeah,
No, they
yeah.
wasn't.
No,
Cleveland
he got
fired him.
fired.
Cleveland
He got fired
Cleveland
quick.
fired him
He got
quick.
fired pretty quick. He got 2
Quick.
years. He was
Because
2 years out of
they
there.
were no good.
He was
2 or 3.
he was with Parcells in New York.
In New York.
Cleveland said, "We like what you got out of him.
Yeah.
Let's give him a chance." They fired his ass because they wasn't doing
He wasn't
nothing.
doing
I mean, that's Cleveland.
And he went back to New
Yeah.
York, and then he got a job with the Jets, turned that down,
And then end up getting to the
and
Patriots.
get to the Patriots.
But I
So I mean, if the Cleveland fire you, it's probably a good thing. That's probably a credit.
Man,
Right.
But
If they hired
I mean,
him,
I just need to
Tom
know.
Brady has done nothing without Belichick, but Belichick has done nothing
nothing
without
without
Brady.
Tom.
I understand. I just need to know the value of
Yeah.
Belichick in the Tom Brady.
I mean, it's a that's my same argument.
accolades
That's my
of Tom
same
Brady.
argument with
What is
Joe
the value of
Montana.
Well,
Belichick?
Spygate helps out a lot. So yes, for sure. So however long they've been Spygating, that obviously helps out a lot.
Right. And the Rams ain't the only team they take.
Yeah, no, they take
They had-
They had a lot.
They had a lot
But
of
do you
teams.
remember what they did with the tapes? They stomped them boys out because they didn't want to get out and become a bigger controversy than it was.
Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
was in the league office
Yeah.
with hard bottoms on, stepping on tape stuff.
That's the same thing.
Some stuff on too. Boys in there with dress shoes, stepping on tape, bro.
Hey, that's the same thing that they did.
30%.
Hey,
Give me another.
That's the same thing Tom Brady did with his cell phone. When they were talking
Destroy
about
it.
destroying that cell
Evidence.
phone.
Oh, but Aaron
Hey,
hate football.
up there for that kind of stuff.
Hey, and hold on, and Aaron Hernandez tried to destroy that footage. It didn't work. He's like, wait a minute.
They had cheated.
And
You guys
Belichick
gotta
can do it.
ask
I
me.
can do it.
They
It
cheated.
didn't work for Aaron
It's a
Hernandez.
lot of shady. But
So
you
Tom
still,
Brady can never be up there for that.
even with the shady stuff,
it
you
was
gotta
shady.
respect
He's
what
honoring
he
me, though.
did.
I know he is, but not in my
but
book.
I
It
still
doesn't
watch the
subvert
games. and
it's
It's
like
tough.
how great he is.
It's
Bro,
tough
I
to
agree.
make a.
I
It's
agree
tough to make
100%.
a
I
out.
have watched them do. We talk about the systems, right? Tom Brady's system has been take what they give you. All game, every game since he has been there, it's been take what they give you.
Unless he had Randy Moss. And then he could. And
No, Randy
and Josh
Moss.
Gordon.
Yeah, Randy Moss, the offense would have
Gronk.
taken what they could give you.
He's
Exactly.
He's
Exactly.
throwing 40 passes a game.
When he had Randy Moss and Wes Welker, that
He's
boy
not
was going
taking
for
40
everything.
chances a game.
Yes, he was.
Nobody takes 4 chances a game.
My point.
40
So he's.
chances,
I'm talking.
yeah.
I'm talking about 95% of his passes are all take what they give you.
But that's smart.
Now-
So again, that's system.